All right. Yo, what's up, gentlemen? So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 dating struggles that every man must go through. And these are all things that you genuinely have to push through as a man. These are things to expect. If you are a beginner, if you are starting out, if you are just learning how to approach women, or you're halfway through the journey and you haven't experienced these things yet, I guarantee these will happen to you. And you're going to think you're special. You're going to think that, oh, it won't happen to me. Just know that when these things do happen, that it's normal. It's totally fine. Okay, so let's get into it. So this is really, before I get into it, I want to talk about how it's important to go through hardship, to go through a bunch of BS to get to where you want to go, because you genuinely have to get there. You know, women need to feel safe and protected. And like I say here, you know, if you can't give her that, she won't stay with you. And so the only way to be, a guy that can protect and keep a woman safe and keep her feeling good around you is to be a man that's been through some shit. You have to you have to have like been through challenges. You have to have actually been through something. And so if you are a guy that has not been through anything yet, you need to experience some bullshit. You need to experience some hardship, or else you're not going to be a man that can push through things when you have a woman beside you, and she's not going to trust you. She just straight up will not trust you. She won't feel safe around you. She won't want to have sex with you. There are a ton of different experiences that you have to have in order to have a real, long-lasting, like fulfilling relationship, okay? And so it's very important that you guys understand that I wouldn't be the man that I am. I wouldn't be able to teach you guys how to talk to women, how to attract them, if I didn't go through these things myself. And so I'm just showing you the potholes. I'm showing you the holes in the road, in the path to get to where you want to go, which is probably being a man that women are attracted to, right? I'm showing you the path so that you can avoid some of the pitfalls that I fell into. Number 1, you're going to get your heart broken, okay? You're going to deal with heartbreak. You have to accept that, there's going to be a girl that will tear your heart out. And that's going to happen. And whether it's happened to you already or not, it's guaranteed to happen one time, because you're naive, you're young. Even if you're older when this happens, you're still naive when it comes to relationships. If you're a virgin till 35 and then the first woman you sleep with breaks your heart, it's not going to be a surprise, okay? And maybe a girl you haven't slept with has broken your heart. But at some point, you're going to get your heart broken by a woman. There's going to be some woman that's incredibly special that you think is the one, that you think is perfect, and you need to understand that she's going to break your heart, okay? And you just stop trying to get her back. Okay, she's your heartbreaker. She's that girl that ripped your heart out, and that's okay. Every guy needs a girl that ripped their heart out. Okay, I've had that. I've had experiences like that where I, even with women I've broken up with her, but then I couldn't get back with her when I wanted to, and it broke my heart, and I was really upset about it. Right? You need to have people in your life that you feel like things are going super well, super perfectly, and then they don't go well, because it keeps you on edge. It keeps you aware that you need to stay on point at all times, no matter what, okay? You need to let go of whatever woman has broken your heart and realize that you're going to be fine without her, okay? It's only when you do that that you will actually get that woman back, or you will get a woman like her back into your life, okay? There is no the one. As much as, I love my girl, guys, you should love your girl with all your heart, but there is no the one, okay? There is no one that is just going to be for you and you only, all right? This is not how it works. You got to understand that you have to be a man that is okay with letting go. If you can walk away, you have the power in the relationship, and that's what she wants. She wants you to have the power. She wants you to, as long as you don't abuse it, she wants you to have all the power in the relationship and to run things like a boss, okay? So even if you end up back with this woman, you will not get back with her by wallowing in your sadness. Okay, and so that's the first thing. You need to just understand you got to go through heartbreak. It sucks, but you have to do it. And you have to get your heart broken. You have to get pulled around. You have to get manipulated, because at the end of the day, if you're going to be strong, you have to go through shit. Number 2, shit tests. Okay, shit tests are actually a beautiful part of life. For those of you guys that don't know, a shit test is when a woman will test you, test your masculine frame, test your masculinity. Maybe it's something like, you've been approaching for a while, you're starting to get some results, and maybe women will start saying things like, oh, I bet you say that to all the girls. Or, oh, what are you looking for? They'll ask you these very serious questions right off the bat. And it's to see if you have a strong frame. It's to see if you're actually masculine, if you're going to overreact, right? When women test you, they'll say things to see if you overreact. And if you overreact and overplay into what she's saying, then she knows that you're not actually as strong as you come off. You're not as confident as you come off, right? When you defend yourself, if you ever find yourself defending yourself or, coming back and being like, oh no, but I'm like this and you said I'm like that and I really don't appreciate that, and getting really butthurt. If you're getting butthurt and reactive at what women say to you, even if they're being rude, right? If you get reactive at those things, then you are failing shit tests. All these things, all these times where women are like rude to you, it's actually a test. It's actually a really good thing. And so if you're not getting shit tested by women, you are doing something wrong, okay? Every woman I've ever been with, every woman I've ever slept with, they've all tested me. They've all shit tested me somehow. And you need to pass them, okay? You need to learn how to love shit tests, because ultimately all life is a bunch of tests, right? So instead of getting mad, butthurt, and triggered by women's tests, you need to embrace them as a beautiful thing, because they really are. They teach you how to be a stronger man. They teach you how to be the man that you want to be. All right, and you need to learn how to pass them. I'm going to come out with a shit test guide on how to pass shit tests, but if you want real life detailed examples of me passing shit tests, of me interacting with women, if you want to hear breakdowns of how I break down my clients, then you might want to consider actually going down in the description below and looking into MCB, which is my entry-level course where for $500 you can actually get access to everything, all the training that my high-paying clients that pay me thousands of dollars get access to. You get access to our private WhatsApp community. You get access to everything lifetime, and that's only available for like the next 10 days, and then the price will go up by another $300, and then it'll go up by another $300 at the end of the year. Okay, so it's gonna be $800 and then $1,100. There are payment plans available, but if you can't afford coaching, which I know a lot of you guys can't, then this is the next best thing, and you can get that down below in the description. Number 3, this is something you're gonna have to deal with a lot. You're gonna have to deal with flakes and inconsistency. Progress in your dating life is not linear, okay? So just because you get laid like twice in a week does not mean you're gonna get laid twice a week consistently for the rest of your life. All right, that's not what it means. Just because you get a girlfriend doesn't mean that she's going to stay attracted to you the whole time just because you're doing some stuff right now, okay? It's very important that you guys understand, because of how women think, like a lot of what they say, you have to listen to what they're saying right now, and they do really mean it right now. Women don't really lie. What they don't say is, I love you right now because of how you're acting and the man you're being, right? And you have to keep that consistent if she's going to continue to love you, and what actually she's looking for in a man will change over time. And so you have to look at yourself and constantly be growing, because just because you've gotten something doesn't mean you've got it forever, okay? And that's super important to understand. So you're going to be totally on fire sometimes, and you're going to be in massive dry spells other times, okay? You can't guarantee that you're always going to be like really on fire, really on point with women, okay? I've had guys come into my coaching program, they get really on fire at the start, have a dry spell in the middle, and then they finish off the program strong. And it's because you have these ups and downs, and you have to be able to stay grounded and really strong in those times, because the only times that those dry spells like extend to like 3, 6, 12 months is when you get complacent. And usually you don't even notice that you're complacent until you've been complacent for a couple months. And so you need to understand that, like, if you're going to avoid complacency, you have to like constantly be like journaling and like thinking about it all the time. You need to surround yourself with winners that are also pushing you. You need to see other guys pushing to win harder than you are, so you can be motivated to actually make that jump. And ultimately, like, if you want to get to the point where you are very consistent with women, then you need to get so good with women, so consistent, that even your baseline, even at your worst, you have a good amount of women that are attracted to you, okay? At the base, right, you need to, at bare minimum, have women attracted to you regularly if you want to stay that really high level of attractiveness. Because sometimes you're going to be in a bad mood, and that might be the day you run into a girl that could be a really good match for you. And you need to be able to attract her, because if not, you're missing out on that opportunity. And so you have to be able to get so good and so like attractive to women, which, by the way, doesn't take a ton of time. It takes a few months of hard work, and get to the point where you are consistently doing it and practice and practice and practice. Whether you're in a relationship, you're single, whatever, it doesn't matter. You need to constantly practice being more attractive to women, because that's such a core pillar of who we are as a man, of our life, and what our lifestyle actually looks like are like the woman or the women that we're around. That's very, very important. So to get rid of inconsistency, you can't just get good for a short period of time. You have to get so good that your baseline, your lowest level of your game, is actually like what attracts women. You are never going to be at your best all the time. And so that kind of ties into what I was saying earlier with like, you need to be able to actually get so good that women are attracted to you regularly rather than, just sometimes, right? You have to get that really crazy level of consistency. So that's all I have for today. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you're new. Comment below, like I said earlier, and let me know if you want me to make a shit test guide where I break down fully how to pass shit tests over text, over conversations, like with live examples. I can do that for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.